Today we're talking to St Albans City manager Ian Allinson at a very chilly and windy Prince's Park, where the Saints gone down to a 3-2 National League South defeat to Dartford. A game, Ian, where we came back twice. We couldn't come back a third time because it was a late goal. But the first half, when we did come back twice, it set us up nicely for that second half. For the first 10 minutes, it looked like we were going to go on and win it. Then we ran out of ideas a bit in front of goal.
Yeah, I think the conditions in the end made us suffer really, because we just kept going too long in the end, and the wind was quite strong, and we had that in our favour in the second half. And I didn't think we played the conditions particularly well in the second half. I felt we played it really well in the first half. As you say, we've gone down 1-0 and 2-1 and come back with great character, and for me we should have gone on and won the game. We had two or three great chances in the first 15 minutes of the second half. Their keeper's made two really good saves with his feet, kept him in it, and then I felt we went too long and tried to force things, and we didn't have to do that. I felt we were in control. It allowed them back into the game, and unfortunately we've given it away by it was a great finish in the end, but it was a sloppy goal from our point of view because we stopped competing with the last 20 minutes to go.
We're talking of great finishes. The goal got us level on half time. Sam Merson, it's a variation on a theme for a corner for us, and it worked superbly.
Yeah, as I say, it's stuff that we've worked on, and it's really pleasing that them sort of things come out of the games. But again, we can't keep scoring world goals or goals that we've worked on the training pitch and keep putting them things in there and then giving silly goals away like we've done. For me, it was lazy defending today. We've not defended well as a back four. We're better than that. I think Dean's been lobbed twice from areas in no man's land, and we have to stop conceding the goals in terms of the way we conceded the goals today, because I felt going forward we was a threat. We caused them lots of problems. We've probably had 6 or 7, 8 corners today. The long throw was causing them problems. We've got flick-ons at the near post and gone across the face of the goal. We've not had people arriving. So I'm really pleased with the players. Their attitude and effort over the last 4 weeks has been outstanding, but I think we've just let ourselves down in the way we've gone and defended in the last 2 games, which has been disappointing, with goals being scored in the 92nd and the 88th minute, which has cost us points in the end.
You mentioned the strong wind, which played a part in the second half, with us overhitting passes. When we've overhit it a couple of times, you'd have thought maybe they'd learn, try something different angle, as you mentioned off mic earlier.
Well, you think so. I think Dean Snedker's kicked 5 balls out for goal kicks today, which is great from his point of view, because it shows he's got a good kick on him, but doesn't help me or doesn't help the forwards in terms of what we're trying to do. And as we said there, we went too straight, and there was angles when full-backs have got it. We should be looking at angles across the pitch, and we spoke about it at half time, about putting balls from right to left and left to right, but we still ended up going down into channels and overhitting it, and it was going out for goal kicks. It was easy for them to defend, but in the first 15 minutes of the second half we got it down, we passed it, we managed to get Solomon into game, but in the end I just felt we lost our way a little bit. I just didn't think we won enough second balls. I felt we ended up giving the ball away cheap, like we said earlier, and it allowed them back into the game, and I didn't see them getting anything out of the game with sort of 15-20 minutes to go, and full credit to them. They stuck at their guns. The one chance they really got, he finished it really well, but I've come away really disappointed today, because I didn't think that they were going to get anything out of it, and I felt that if we'd have come away with a draw today, I'd have been disappointed. You
made a few changes from the side that played at Truro in midweek?
Yeah, just to try and liven it up a bit, David, really. That was a long trip. The pitch was quite sodden down there in terms of the wet that was down. Even though it wasn't wet, it was very heavy, so we just freshened up the midfield and give some players that hadn't played much in the last sort of 2 weeks, just to put some fresh legs in there, and I thought it worked well. I just felt Jordan started to get a little bit tired in the last 15 minutes, and that's why we made 3 changes there to try and, for me, to be positive and go and win the game. Unfortunately, the 3 changes has cost us a game in the end, because we've not got our shape right, but we've not competed for the first. I think it was Dean kicked the ball, and David Moyo and Sam Merson both expected each other to go and challenge. They got a free header in and put it in behind us, and as I say, I think the fella finished it really well from the angle he was at, but we have to question where the ball travelled. It probably travelled 60 or 70 yards without us getting anyone tight, without us putting a challenge in, and they've got their reward in the last minute there, which is disappointing from our point of view, because, as I say, the minimum we should have come away with it today was a point.
First time Ben White's not been in the starting lineup other than for injury?
Yeah, I just felt it was a game where we just need to give him a little bit of a rest. He's played a hell of a lot of football, whether it had been left back, left wing back, or left side of a free in midfield, and I just felt he's had a hell of a lot of football since he's come to this football club. I don't think he's missed many games apart from a couple when he was injured, and he's played virtually every minute of every game. So it was just really just giving him freshen it up a little bit, and I just felt the front three today of David Moyo, Sam Merson, and and Zane Banton could cause their back four a bit of problems, and I think we did do that. But as I say, in the second half we bypassed the front three too easy, too quickly. The quality from the back and from midfield wasn't good enough. We didn't get enough balls into areas or into feet or into people so that they can set other people going. And then when we did do that, our touch let us down. I think Solomon got in once great with a ball from Michael Clark and he miscontrolled it. I think Sam Merson got into a wide area and we give the ball away cheap. And I think, you know, Cal's come on late on there and tried to get a cross in and it's come off 1 foot and it's got a bit frustrating. But I just felt we're better than that. And sometimes when we take a David Noble out the side, we just lack that little bit of quality, which we probably needed to go and unlock their defence, because if we'd have put some angled passes in or some balls into an angle in terms of causing them problems, I think we could have gone and won the game. We haven't done it, as I say. We went from back to front too quickly in the second half, especially after that first 10-15 minutes, and we've come away with nothing in the end.
Had we got a point today, which was probably the least we deserved really, and a point at Truro last Tuesday, it would have eased the pressure on us for next Saturday when Woking are at the park, because other sides around us lost today, so we're still in touch with the playoffs.
Yeah, and it's as I say, I mean, I wouldn't call it pressure at this stage of the season because we've still got loads of games to go, but it would have been nice to have had them 2 points. It meant we'd have gone, I think, 9 games undefeated, or certainly 8 games undefeated, and it would have been nice to go into that game. But as I've said all along in this league, there is nothing to fear in this league. There's some very, very good sides in it, and even some of the sides that are below us at the moment are really good sides, and we've come here today and I felt it's been a good game. You know, they've taken the chances that they've got, but we have to compete in every game, and for me in the last 20 minutes today we didn't compete. They were better than us at what they did, and that's why they got their result. But we have to, you know, it's St Albans, we're going to have to try and get the crowd behind us. We'll try and get as many in there as we can. It's going to be a tough game, as we said. You know, Woking's record this season is probably only second to Torquay at the moment, and that's because they've played 2 games less. So we know what it's going to be like, and as you say, 2 points, 1 today and 1 against Truro, would have eased the burden in terms of, you know, where we are. But you know, we have to get Woking out the way next week, and then I think there's 16 games to go after that, is it? And then we've got to start picking up some wins again. You know, but let's make sure that Woking's the first win. If we can beat Woking next week, and we've proved already this season at home with some of the teams we've beat that we're good enough to go and do it. But again, we've got to stop shipping them silly goals, which we've done today, and that was reminding me a little bit about the start of the season where we've had to score 3 goals to win a game of football, and today, you know, we didn't score the 3 goals and we've ended up losing. But as I say, long way to go. We're in a good position, but I just don't want us to just fade away like we've done the last couple of years, which has been poor. I mean, I felt with the squad we've got this year, we've got a sort of different mentality. We've got a mentality to want to win games of football. When things ain't going well, we stick in there and we ride the storm. Where I felt today, and as I say, in that last 20 minutes, we didn't ride the storm, and we've been undone in the last couple of minutes with a quality finish. But the lads should never been put in that position to score the goal.
There's over 1,000 here today, and there's likely to be over 1,000 again at the park next Saturday. In between times, home to Royston in the 3rd round of the Hart Senior Cup, probably going to be slightly less than 1,000. Sort of side, is that going to be some of the players who have rested today?
Not really, no. I've just said to the players there that, you know, you've got to make sure you turn up on Tuesday and win a game of football, because I want to win the County Cup this year, and I keep saying that. There'll be no resting people. No, we're going to put the full side out in terms of what we think is going to be right to go and win that game. You know, we want to win that. It is a quarter-final of a cup. If we win that, we're in the semi-final. We could be ending up playing Watford or Bishop Stortford. Plus, there's a lot of ex-Royston, St Albans players playing for Royston. So, you know, it's a game we have to turn up. It's a game that we want to win. It's a game I want to win, and it's a game in a cup that I want to win. So, you know, we'll be turning up, and everybody's got to be on their game. You know, as I said, Jim numbers is a little bit low at the moment. You know, there is no progression from David Noble and Ben Hurd in terms of their injuries getting any better. David's tried to train today, and he's just felt it again, so he's pulled him out quite quickly. So we'll see how he goes. You know, Tuesday and Thursday again this week, and then see where we are by the time we get to next Saturday. But we certainly might have to maybe bring 1 or 2 in before next weekend if we can, and that's something we're going to have to look at.
Lovely, thanks so much, Ian. So as a reminder, and this coming Tuesday, that's the 15th of January, visitors to Clarence Park, Royston in the 3rd round of the Hart Senior Cup. Kick-off is at 7:45.